This is the monument, but I don't know if we can land it. Pull up, come on, pull up. No, no. We're taking over the solar system in Kerbal Space Program 2. There's already loads to explore, and before the next update drops, we need to make sure we've learned the ropes and seen everything there is to see. In this series, we have 3 goals. We're going to plant a flag on every planet and moon in the Kerbal system. We're going to visit every monument in the game, and we're going to unlock the entire tech tree. It's going to be a bumpy road as we learn the mechanics of this new game, but we're going to take on the challenge and see if we can dominate space in Kerbal Space Program 2.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Gold Rocket Gamers. Last time on Kerbal Space Program 2, we managed to do a precision landing on the Mun Arch, which was pretty interesting. I've never seen the Mun Arch before in game, so that was cool. We got loads of science from that. We've unlocked a load more technologies. We got better rockets now. We've also got the ability to build rovers, and we do have a mission to build a vehicle with wheels, so we might just try building a rover and seeing what we can do with that. So welcome back. Let's crack straight into the campaign. So in our mission control menu, we have 2 missions, wheeling and dealing. We've got to build a vehicle with at least 4 wheels, yeah. And we also have to orbit a probe with a communications antenna above Minmus. So what I think we'll do is we'll launch another probe, just get that done quickly. Get a probe around Minmus, and then maybe we'll even land on Minmus. We do have a ready-to-go probe design. We're going to improve the design ever so slightly. We're going to get rid of these solar panels. And we are going to add these retractable solar panels, I think. And we now know they can rotate both ways. So we can just have 8-way symmetry like that. That's good. Is there anything else we wanted to change? Reaction wheels. Do we have one? We have one up here, I believe. Yeah, that's a reaction wheel, which should give us enough control. I think we just launch like this. I think we go for it. All right, now we are headed for Minmus. Let's go to the launch pad. It's our first mission to Minmus. The rocket is a bit wobbly. It's very wobbly, but it's not crooked like the last one was. Last time, this top section was completely off at an angle, but it didn't seem to affect the flying, so who am I to judge? Okay, so now we're looking for Minmus. Minmus is quite far out. I think it's kind of on the wrong side of Kerbin. I keep wanting to say Kerbal, but it is Kerbin. We're just going to keep an eye on it, and we're going to wait till Minmus is kind of around here, I think. They're sort of bottom right as I'm looking at it. Like 5 o'clock. I don't know really exactly what angle it should be at. It also orbits quite slowly because it's so far out. Maybe we have a bit more play. But yeah, I'm going to try to take off at this angle. Okay. I think we're ready. Let's launch. We can probably fast forward through this bit now because we've seen this launch a number of times. Oh, we have oversteered here. We're going to have to cut our thrust while we flip round. That was a little bit ambitious. Tried to topple over too quickly, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. There we go, we've recovered. There we go, we have orbit. Nice, right, now we have to get to Minmus. That's the Mun. That's Minmus. What angle are we at, first of all? Yeah, so Minmus is our target. Given that, 5 degrees is our angle. Okay. So let's while we set up the maneuver node, we'll get ourselves facing normal, because I know it takes us a while to turn with this rocket. Gonna try and look at its side on. Make sure the orbits align. Oh, so Minmus is at an inclined orbit curbing by the looks of things. Okay. That's interesting. There we go. Here we go. Alright, I think we may have burned slightly too far. Yeah, we did. Okay. We only need 0.1 degrees. I overburned and then I screwed up even more by being impatient and trying to burn back. So I need to wait till I get to the descending node and then just burn. What is our periapsis? It is low. Oh, yeah, because we screwed that up. I'm going to try and correct the node from here. Right, which we've done. And now we need to speed ourselves up a little bit. So, where do we want to intercept Minmus is the question. Let's create a maneuver plan. Gonna get ourselves out to Minmus orbit. Now we could actually use a Mun intercept to try and get on track with Minmus, but that is a pretty precision maneuver that I don't think I'm really capable of doing. Oh no. Oh no. Something blew up. No, it all overheated. So everything overheated because I had my solar panels out in the atmosphere. I didn't think about that. We can probably just retract them and be okay. So there's 3 options here. Retract the solar panels and hope. Try and burn radially out. I did turn temperature gauges on so we could see when stuff was heating up. I doubt that has caused it to make temperature have a more profound effect on our vehicles, but anything is possible. Right, so the most important thing now is to correct our orbit. So let's try and do that. Let's pull in our solar panels and our communication array. Yeah, so I really screwed up our orbit trying to sort out that angle. Doing alright. We are slightly in atmosphere, but not by much. My lack of maneuverability is frustrating. I think I might stage. These don't have much fuel left in them anyway. Now we can maneuver slightly better. Okay, so the descending node we are going to burn up just like that. It's only a 3-second burn, so I have to turn down the thrust just to get a bit more precision. It says 30 seconds to maneuver, but I'm gonna do the maneuver a few seconds early. Again, we'll go for a 6-second burn, and we'll start 3 seconds early, and at half thrust. That should get us there. Can I just click on the velocity thing to get there? Maybe. We'll see. See if I can just click on the velocity gauge to get to 50%. Nice, okay. 0.0 degrees. We need to bring our periapsis up a little bit. I want to get the periapsis up to 80 kilometers just so we have some wiggle room. I don't want to have to keep accidentally dipping into atmosphere and slowing ourselves down. Nice. Then we need to think about our Minmus intercept. Let's create a maneuver plan. Okay, I'm just starting at the periapsis now just to get us as far out as possible. Now I could try and burn straight for Minmus. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing because it's going to be more straightforward. But I think if you want to be uber efficient, you can actually burn for the mun, use the mun to slingshot you out, and then go to Minmus from there. Maybe this is what I do. I think I'm going to use the mun just to get a little bit extra. Distance from Kerbin. I think that's going to be my goal. Oh, that's a mun crash, okay. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice little mun slingshot maneuver. And this way we use less fuel to get further out. Right, it's quite a tight window there. But this is definitely what we want. We want to get out to, sort of Minmus orbit. Like there. So let's orient to our maneuver orientation. This is going to be tight. It's a 52-second burn, but I feel like we could just miss the mun. We'll see. We'll see how we do. Right, we're going to try and use the mun to slingshot us out to Minmus orbit. If there's a better way of doing this, do let me know in the comments. I'd be really interested to find out. But I think this is the most fuel-efficient way, is to use the mun as a slingshot to get out there. We also don't quite have enough delta V in this stage. But that's fine. We might have to burn it for a little bit longer. We might need to use like 800 delta V in the end, because our timing won't be quite right, but that's right. Okay, and we're pretty much on target, so now we're going to time warp to the burn. Maybe we'll start burning slightly early because we know we're going to have the stage partway through. That would be a good idea. I'll start like 5 seconds early and we'll see what happens. I also need to look at my orbit on the map. I'm going to start the burn in about 3 seconds. Oh. It's updated now from the time warp. Oh, we started the burn a bit later than we planned actually, but that's fine. I don't know if we can stage from the map, but let's just test it. Let's see if the staging will work from the map. If not, we'll have to quickly hit M, and stage in space, and then open the map again. It's funny how slowly the orbit seems to grow at first, and then it just exponentially increases. It's quite cool. And realistic. We're nearly out of fuel in this stage. Poised, ready to close the map if I need to. Let's see what space does here. Yeah, it does work. Okay, you can stage from the map. That's good to know. Okay, so we just keep burning. We'll try and get this mun intercept, which will then slingshot us out. Oh, okay. Slight overshoot, but that's fine. Let's bring it in. Oh no, let's keep the extra overshoot that we got, because we might need it. You know, it gives us 2 potential Minmus intercepts. So now we shouldn't touch this until we have our interaction with the moon, because we would risk losing our mun intercept. So we want to time warp. Hello. Oh, we are pretty close to the mun here. We're going back out again. Great stuff. Right, and now we are back orbiting Kerbin, and we can work out how we can get on target for Minmus. So we essentially want to pivot our orbit, which we would do from our periapsis, and we pivot by burning radially or anti-radially, I think. Here we go, create maneuver plan. Why can I not click on that maneuver node? Feels like a bug. Pausing and unpausing fixed it anyway. Notice that fixes quite a lot of bugs in this game. Right, so that twists our orbit. So yeah, you could also use a lot of fuel by circularizing the orbit and then just trying to catch up to Minmus like you would do with a spacecraft intercept. But that would use a lot of Delta V. And I'm tempted to just do another orbit. Now on Kerbal Space Program 1, you could plan your maneuver nodes like +1 orbit, +2 orbits, which is quite nice. But in this game, I don't think that's implemented yet, at least as far as I can tell. Oh, how is our orbit so inclined? That's our problem. Oh, because the Mun. Okay, that's why we're having issues here. That's why we can't intercept Minmus. Right, so we need to bring this right down. I should have thought about that. I should have done the Mun intercept first and then looked at inclination, but that's fine. There we go, we're just going to bring it down manually. We're not even going to use a maneuver node for this. We're getting there, we're getting there. Get a bit closer to the node again. Then we're just going to burn gently now because it's getting very temperamental the closer you get to 0. Okay, very nice. Now then. How do we get to a Minmus capture? Oh! That's pretty good. That's pretty close. Why is that not showing as a interaction? Oh, because I'm going too quickly, I think. That's a Minmus crash. We're not quite after that just yet. There we go. That's an interaction with Minmus that actually gets us out of the Kerbin system. Just need a tiny bit more thrust. I wish you could control this with numbers rather than just dragging sliders, which I'm sure they will do in the future updates. Okay. We're going to aim towards target. It's a 1 second burn. It's seriously a 1 second burn. So we're going to start 2 seconds early and do 25% thrust. Okay, here we go. We're on target. Time warp again. Yeah, we're going to start the burn 2 seconds early. Going to do 25% thrust. Hopefully we can get a capture. We will see. Let's try and intercept Minmus. So we're going to time warp up to here. We are approaching Minmus now. See, because Minmus is so small, you think you haven't got an intercept because it's so hard to see it on the map, but you have it here. Okay, so what we need to do now is orient ourselves for a Minmus capture. Let's try and get in Minmus's sphere of influence, I think, first. I feel like if we're not in Minmus's sphere of influence when we plot the maneuver, I feel like it could screw us up somehow. We're now entering Minmus's sphere of influence. And the question is, are we going to be able to burn enough to capture here? Not sure if we're going to have enough thrust. But we're going to try it. We're certainly going to try it. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, we definitely have enough thrust. Great. We got some data from Minmus orbit, which is nice. Can we see Minmus from where we are? Oh, we can. It's bobbly. Okay. Let's time warp. There we go. Six-second burn. Yeah, we can do this. If we overshoot a bit, it doesn't matter. I like not having to do the maths, like in Kerbal Space Program 1, where you had to work out where your burn should actually start, because it assumed everything was instantaneous. Nice. We've done a mission, guys. We've done it. Delete that. We can't do any more science just yet, but that's fine. We've completed the mission, though, so let's go to the mission control. Surprised I can't do more science from here, but that's okay. So, back to mission control. Complete the mission. See what's next. I bet it's going to be land on Minmus. Holy smokes! Welcome younger sibling. Interesting. Proof of an advanced civilization beyond Kerbin. That's very interesting. Oh, now we have to find the Minmus Monument. Does Minmus have an atmosphere? If it does, then I don't think we can land. Does Minmus have an atmosphere? Doesn't have an atmosphere, so we might be able to land on it. Maybe we can quickly find the monument. Let's get rid of some of this debris. I'm not wasting time trying to deorbit it all. We got better things to do, I think. I know I said I would in this playthrough, but the novelty soon wore off. Right, so let's just keep burning retrograde, I think. Okay. And let's have a little look. Oh, that is really high. So we have to tilt our orbit significantly. I'm going to try and tilt it around here. It takes a lot of energy to tilt like that, though. Yes, it's almost at the North Pole. That's the problem. That is the problem we have here. So we're going to have to decelerate a little bit more. Let's get to the periapsis. And we'll bring that down as well. Minmus is smaller than the Mun, so less gravity, hopefully less fuel to land and take off from. Should be easier, one would hope. Oops. Okay, fine. We overburned a little bit, but it's okay. It's so near the North Pole. I think we just got to continue to reduce our apoapsis, to be honest. Really low. Okay. Just trying to get our apoapsis as low as possible so we don't get into an escape trajectory when we try to go for a polar orbit. That's essentially what we're going to have to do. Go for almost a polar orbit here. Okay, here we go. Just gradually landed on Minmus, playing it safe. Can't see anything at all. Oops. I clicked max thrust instead of cut thrust. Which is going to be a bit of a problem. But maybe we can rescue this. If we just burn up now, we might, yeah, we can re-establish orbit. That's what we're going to have to do. So we are getting low. This is a very strange orbit. But I think this might be okay. Let's keep it up for now. If we burn prograde, we might be able to extend our orbit. It's pretty risky, but... Ooh! We got it. Now we still need to tilt a little bit. Let's see if I can get us over that crater. Okay, we rescued the orbit, I think. But now we need to burn prograde again because we are dropping. This is pretty tight. Just have to keep alternating between burning prograde and burning radially or normal to our plane of orbit. We're just trying to tweak this, trying to shove it over up to the top, then tilt it so it's going over that crater and then keeping us in orbit by burning prograde. Nice, okay. We're looking pretty good. But we get a safe landing. And let's time warp. We are in a very low Minmus orbit now. 5 kilometers off the ground, 8 kilometers off sea level, so it's quite mountainous. Be nice to get into the light. And we might actually end up having to burn retrograde. Well, we will certainly to land, but I thought we might need to burn a little bit more prograde to avoid colliding with the surface, but apparently not. Doesn't look like it anyway. 48 kilometers away from the target. That is nice. I think maybe we start to burn retrograde now, actually, because it's not far away. How fast are we going? Only 172 meters per second. That's not fast. Oh, hang on. What's to the surface? Yeah, it's not fast. So we can get much closer, I think. There's the monument. Very nice, very nice. Let's burn slightly. So I want us to burn... Oh, not that way. Trying to just twist us ever so slightly so we're on the monument. Or we're heading for the monument. Because we made our angle of our orbit a little bit too steep, actually. Okay. Oh man, it's so hard to work out what your orientation is. I think we're getting it now. Oh, we've massively overdone that. Okay. Now we burn retrograde. Okay, we're looking kind of alright. Trying to get into that crater. It could be hard to land neatly in that crater. We're going to need to send a Kerbal here anyway, to be honest. What are we trying to do? We're trying to burn slightly. Oh, slightly this way. So I'm going to keep it retrograde. I'm going to try and burn slightly this way as well. Oh, not quite that much. Now we're just going to point up. We're just going to keep drifting until we get closer to the monument. Don't want to kill any of our horizontal velocity, we just want to kill our vertical speed now. We don't turn that quickly because we're still a long old rocket, but should be fine. That's not straight up. Here we go. Yeah, it takes us a while to normalize. It's nice having no air resistance to kill the horizontal movement. Or at least it is in this situation. The gravity is very low here. I need very little thrust to land, I think. Save landings. No Kerbals here, which is a shame. Would have been nice to have a Kerbal look at the monument, but that's okay. It's a big old weird shadow. I think this game doesn't render shadows properly in craters. Because look at this shadow that my spaceship is casting. Seems a bit silly. Look at this for a precision landing, eh? Still got 2 stages to take off from as well. Here we come. I want to land on this like concrete ring here. Point straight up, don't flip, point straight up. Don't collide into this thing, whatever that is. It's doing flips now. Here we go. This is it. This is the one. Now we just burn prograde. We're on the concrete circle. It's all good. Watch this be uneven now and we collapse to the ground as soon as I land. This is it. This is it. Nice and slow. Come on, we can do it. And we have touchdown. Oh, don't do that. Point up, point up, point up. Don't fall, don't fall. Nice. Could we return to Kermit? We don't have parachutes, so we can't return with the samples. Which is a shame. We have successfully landed on the Minmus Monument. Wow. The shadows are a bit strange in craters in this game. They need to fix that. But yeah, we did it. I didn't think we'd do that so soon. We are slowly tipping over, but let's not worry about that just yet. We can probably take off okay. And yeah, maybe this probe will be decommissioned now anyway. We will have a look, see what missions we have. If the probe can still be useful, then great. Another successful mission. Oh, they've just copy-pasted the same text. That's a bug. Oh. It's the same text over and over again, but we got some science. Juna Monument. Okay, interesting.
Well, that sounds like a good challenge for the future, but I think for this week we'll have to leave our brave space adventurers there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I have a whole playlist exploring KSP2, so why don't you take a look at one of those? Do let me know your feedback in the comments so I can keep improving these videos. And if you like the video, have a think about dropping me a like and a subscribe, because it really helps get this channel off the ground. Thanks again, and have a great day.